Let's go. Shall we? Also, cutscenes need to be skipped as well, because cutscenes count. Towards IGT. So skip the cutscenes as fast as humanly possible. Unless you really want to watch a cutscene. But that also means you have to skip the ending, by the way. Because the ending also counts. But again, while paused, you don't lose any time. And while in the menus, you don't lose time. And while looking at the map, you don't lose time. Note, I would still say spend as the least amount of time possible in there. Going down. And of course, turn off your flashlight so enemies don't attack you as viciously. You'll increase your chances of avoiding enemies by having your flashlight off. If I remember correctly, this is the enemy, or this is the Silent Hill with the most aggressive enemies in the franchise. For the love of God, Travis, you were doing so well, and then you decided to be a moron again. Stop being a moron. Please. That's all I ask. Dodge. Going. Also, mash out of doors, it helps. You go fast. Anytime you need to do something, like go through a mirror, go through a door, mash the button, though do be careful, because if there's an item on the ground, or on a table or whatever near where you're wanting to go, you will pick it up, so do be aware of that as well. spot. The reason I say mash through doors is because you'll go through a door at the most optimal time. Really helps with the sanitarium, in my opinion. Sanitarium, sanatorium. Grab eyes. Leave. Go through the bathroom. Teleport. Again, mashing too quickly, you might talk to an object or something. Again, you also might want to hold the fire button against him a little long, because sometimes he can survive when you think he's dead, and then it's like, oh, well, damn it. So just kind of wait, I would say. Going down. And turn. Oh, right. I need to go this way, not the way I was thinking. I was thinking 2 steps ahead again. Classic me. I was actually thinking of over here. Again, I don't know why I bother turning off the flashlight inside the butcher shop, considering it gets turned back on in the second room. There are a couple places like that where I'm like, why am I bothering? There's no enemies here. Of course, when you're outside, the flashlight's turned off anyway. Again, I have no idea why the camera tries to move against you like that. It really shouldn't do that, because there's no reason for that to be a thing. Game definitely doesn't have the best of cameras. That's for sure. Not bad movement into the sanatorium. So make sure that he actually fucking hits the door properly, the stupid bastard. He didn't do it last time. That is fair. That is probably what turns off a lot of people from running this game, is how poor the camera is handled. I don't blame people if they don't want to run the game because of that. I'm a little used to it because I run Silent Hill 3 with 2D controls. Though Silent Hill 3's camera is a lot better, but I still don't have control over the camera, and I let the camera do its thing, so I'm a little used to camera's just randomly flipping and doing weird shit. I don't appreciate it. Yay, we got it. 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. So I was wondering what I got. It was, not reading. Would you pick up the fucking key, you idiot? But as I was saying, is without reading the note, we were able to activate the puzzle. It's very nice. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. I still don't understand exactly how you get that to happen. If I did, I'd probably do it more frequently. But there are a couple of things that let you skip the note and just activate things. But I don't understand. Also, fun fact, on the dogs, if they're not facing you, you can push them. Or I should say helpful fact more than fun fact. But you can at least push them out of your way. Only if they're not facing you. I don't know about facing you, but then you risk the chance of getting hit in the face. So, something to be aware of. And turn. Avoid the nurses as we head into hydrotherapy. Not a bad hydrotherapy room. Go into ICU 4. Activate mirror. By the way, you don't have to stand in front of mirrors to activate them, but it will put you in front of them when each time you teleport. And now we hear about Devil Sons.
I've always hated you.
You and your devil son. Activate mirror. This bathroom, or this toilet, is kind of a dick. As you can see, the game will want to take Travis out of it. It's just like, can you not? There we go. Whoops. Nurses. Again, run away from the noise, don't run towards the noise. Otherwise, you'll be going the wrong way and also have to deal with enemies. Not that the enemies are a huge deal, but you are going the wrong way and will have to turn around anyway. Fuck off, me. You know how this works. Stop going the wrong fucking way. Also, be careful when mashing to this mirror, because there is a piece of paper on the floor that he will talk about. He won't pick it up, he'll just talk about it, and it's like, oh, okay. So that's something you have to be aware of when mashing through doors, is it's like, there's a potential that you're going to pick up a weapon, pick up a note, talk to something, what have you. I think the IGT timer pauses if you're picking up an item, but I'm not 100% sure. Turn. Turn. going. Nicely done, Travis. Thank you for picking up the key in one go. See what I mean by he'll talk to things? But also, you can activate a lot of mirrors from, like, as far as possible, which is super nice. So that's why I say mashing can be really helpful. Even some doors, it's like, wow, you're pretty still far away from that door, but you were able to get through it. And again, if you don't feel comfortable with mashing through doors, that's perfectly fine too. And the great thing about Silent Hill Origins as well is there's no auto-aim, so you can mash from pretty far away. Whoops. There we go. Be careful when going close to enemies that can QTE you, because they can still grab you even if they can't see you or aren't as aggroed. Because if you get too close to them, they do become aggroed and they will grab you. It's happened to me today, and it's like, damn it. Especially in this spot after you do this puzzle, I got grabbed by one of the straitjacketers and reset the run because I was like, God damn it, I've gotten QTE'd. And it was very late in the game, and it was, you know, takes me back 20 minutes, so it's like, damn it all. Not a bad puzzle if I do say so myself. So do consider, you know, not getting too close. Just in case. Alright, not bad. Come on, stop getting stuck on things. Again, that stairwell is the only one that freaks that camera out so bad. There is another spot in here that'll do the same, but literally you're just moving like a tad to the left, or a tad to the right, my apologies, to go through a door, and then the boss, and then just before the boss fight as well, I think, or during the boss fight, but the boss fight is 2 hits and you're good. And the boss is right beside you, so you can just punch and you're done. It's not really that big of a deal. Almost done with the sanatorium, then we can move on to the streets again. There is a note in that room that he can read, by the way. You don't want him to read that note, as I almost went the wrong direction. Ha ha ha. Alright, not bad. Oh my god. Please don't. Again, another helpful hint with this on figuring out where to go. The music will stop playing if you start going in the wrong direction. So it's kind of helpful. Because again, the sanatorium is rather big, and it is quite easy to get lost. See, I didn't know it was trying to load in assets. I thought it was just an issue with it. Because on hardware, it's perfectly fine. And you won't have to load anything in. I was about to say, are you dying anytime soon? I was like, did I not do maximum damage? Grab that. By the way, you can't leave the sanatorium without grabbing that. He's like, there's something on that table. Now, one thing that I find easier here is by getting on the road. I find that if I'm walking through the trees still, the camera kind of screws with you a bit more. But if you're already on the road, it's much easier. Of course, when it comes to going through the gate, you kind of have to stop and start yourself again. Again, staying in the map at least keeps the timer paused, so you're not... So I think either or could work, but if you're concerned about RTA as well as IGT, I would recommend doing flashlight. Also, don't worry, load screens don't count for IGT either. So if you get a long load screen, don't panic. Be careful when mashing out of the door, because I'm pretty sure he can pick up whatever the hell was on the floor. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure he can pick that up. Oh shit. I didn't think that dog was so close. So that was a bit scary. Also, there are 3 enemies that might not spawn. The one that's in front of the lumber mill, he has a chance to not spawn. There's another straitjacketer after you're done with the theater that might not spawn, and then there's a dog that might not spawn. I mean, anything is possible because Lisa is in the game. Alright. Keep going. Good. Good, the dog's being a nice boy. I still don't understand how a ticket booth... Sorry, I don't think I was close enough. Oh, whoops. I still don't know how putting a ticket in the ticket booth unlocks the door, but whatever, considering Lisa's already inside as well. So it's like, what's happening here? I'm very confused. Because we just meet Lisa in that cutscene, and then she leaves. I beseech you, Father, hence not hang on my garments. Instead, she stays being a nurse and ends up being tortured for all eternity in hell. Also, knowing her age in this game and her hitting on Travis, it becomes incredibly creepy. Nice, we got 2 letter skips. Or note skips, whatever you want to call them. Again, I don't know how to pull them off every time. Kind of experimenting with that mirror. This is the nicest dog in the entire game. Again, if their ass is in your face, you can push them. So remember that, in case you're like, I need to wait for it to move or something. Or bait an attack. No, you don't. You can just kind of push them out of the way. And sometimes, there is one specific one that if you push him, he'll do a leap. For whatever reason. Of course, this glitch saves us 15 minutes. You just walk in, walk out after putting down the sun. I don't even know where you find the other tome. Not a clue. So this guy's in our face. Bait it with the flashlight, because they're more aggressive when the flashlight is on. But quite a few times he's usually behind. He usually has his ass in your face, so you don't have to quite do that as much. Why did you turn around and start running up? I didn't tell you to even turn. So now that we have the bulbs, we can leave. Again, you kind of got to watch out for that one because you are in a lit area, so it does have maximum aggression. Or aggro, whatever. And again, when in the menu, you don't have to worry about IGT going off. But again, I would recommend for RTA purposes, go as fast as possible. Because most events want RTA times, not IGT times, if you do decide to do an event. Oh, I thought the thing didn't go off. It looked really dark, and then it was like, what? But it went off, because normally you'll hear him roar, and then it's like, oh, he's waking up. Fantastic. So now we can just leave the area. Again, mashing helps you get through doors a little faster because it will trigger the door in maximum distance. Again, watch out for these guys. They are kind of a pain in the ass. And if you have the flashlight on, they will kick you and it will hurt and it will be annoying as hell. There we go. Now, one thing I discovered, or I figured out today, or discovered today, what have you, is that every time you move this, it will put it 100% back in the middle. Also, every cutscene pretty much turns the flashlight back on, so do be aware of that as well.
Be not afeared. The isle is full of noises.
Also, these are Shakespeare lines. I know, boo hiss Shakespeare, but they decided to use Shakespeare lines. Of course, because you have the light off, they don't notice you as quickly and they won't strangle you. They'll stick around too long and they will, strangle you or kick you, depending if they're on the ground or not. Of course, the fun thing is that enemies despawn after you do X thing. So a lot of the marionettes disappear, but we do get a dog, which is not exactly the best. Ow, fuck me. That was just... Can you get through the fucking door trap? Again, sometimes the camera likes to fuck with you and makes it a bit more difficult. Holy shit. Wait, what am I doing? I need to be over here, not in the other way. So you put that down, you go 2. I don't know if you can activate 2 at a time, if you're fast enough, if the game will let you do that. So now the demon has awakened, so we have to deal with the demon. Death. And that is the final boss of this category, for those that are not aware. Hello, what the hell are you doing? Haha, the funny joke about Silent Hill Origins in 3 should be called Shakespeare Hill because there's Shakespeare references in both of them. Again, the dogs are pretty much the biggest issue. Straitjacketers aren't really a problem unless you get too close to them. But dogs leap, which can cause many an issue. So coming up here is the second straitjacketer that can possibly be spawned in or not be spawned in. He did not spawn in. Because it would be right at this spot, right where the camera wants to change a lot, which is the real unfortunate part. 2, 1, 3. And again, we need to go up here for the king that we need for the UFO ending. So, mine. Fuck. I kind of figured he was going to be right there. It's fine. I don't think we can die unless everything hits us from here on out, which is very unlikely. There we go. Run is almost over, by the way, everyone. Go this way. Then this way. Whoa, careful now. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So watch with this one's always funny because you push him and he leaps every time. Just an easy way, it's just an easy way to get him out of your way without having to move about and waste time getting him to leap if he's facing you. And in terms of dodging these guys, you kind of want to, like, go for the chair and then juke around them like that. Because for some reason it just confuses them. I don't know why, it's just a thing. And I don't really care, because I avoid getting QTE'd by them. Now this dog, I have yet to see it if it's not facing you, so you definitely have to do that. No matter what, that thing will never hit you, unless you stick around and find out. And of course, you have to skip that. Another PB! Let's go! Again. 7-second PB.